Hello again, everyone. I'm Katy June-Friesen. I'm Communications Associate for the Small Business Anti-Displacement Network. And I'm talking today with Barbra Boeta, who is a member of our network. She's Executive Director of the Economic Growth Business Incubator in Austin, Texas. Welcome, Barbra. Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you so much, Katy. I love being here.
Great. Well, tell us about your work at EGBI and the communities in which you work. What kind of issues are you trying to address?
Yeah, so we work primarily with mom and pop businesses who have an opportunity to grow. Primarily, our clients have worked in the industry for several years, the majority of their lifetime, and really their only way upward is to start their own business. We've had a lot of success with a lot of clients who have been able to purchase the business that they worked in for 20 plus years, provide them with the tools and the resources that they need to grow. And ultimately what we want to do is we want to help low to moderate income individuals who historically haven't had any opportunities and can't imagine the growth potential, the opportunities that they have. We help break down all those barriers, and I can't do this, and I don't know how, especially when we're dealing with finances. I don't like math. We get that a lot. And so we're breaking down those barriers and helping them to become successful with their small business.
Great. And can you just tell us a little bit about who you're working with?
Yeah, so it's our primary clients are minorities with 67% in the Hispanic community. We also have 75% female of our clients. Our clients primarily work in the construction, food, beauty industries. We have a lot of daycares. Austin's tagline is keep Austin weird.
Right.
And part of that has been our ability to keep things local. And right now, even prior to the pandemic, we have a lot of big businesses coming into Austin. And as you can imagine, there's a lot of challenges, but yet there's a lot of opportunities that come with big businesses coming into town. We have Tesla, Facebook, Apple, Google, Samsung's coming in. And there's lots of opportunities, but that's causing higher rents for brick and mortar shops. So our clients are trying to figure out, how do I keep my space, make my prices affordable, and still keep that unique Austininess? If where we are, we're located, EGBI is located in East Austin. And for the past 20 years, we have been seeing a huge gentrification. Had a huge gentrification issue. And so what East Austin looked like, 20, 30 years ago is not what it looks like today. And so a lot of the small businesses that have been here are moving out to the smaller counties and communities around Austin. It's still Central Texas, but we need to keep and preserve local small businesses here in Austin. And so that's what we're trying to do.
I'm just curious, what do your clients talk about as far as gentrification? What are they worried about?
Well, the cost of rent, and their employees not being able to, take a bus to their job. One of our clients is a staffing agency, and her employees used to live right around our area. They don't. And it was always, well, can I get to the bus to go downtown? Well, they could get to the bus from here to go downtown, but there's no bus from, the suburbs into Austin. So it was, I have to buy a car. Now I have to pay for gas. Now I have all these additional expenses. So they're trying to find work closer to where they live. So finding employees has been an issue.
And do you also find that small businesses, you were saying folks are having to move further out to afford rent. Are small businesses starting up, or are they also moving out to the suburbs?
They're moving out to the suburbs, or they're going home. Like, how can I work from home?
Right.
You know, how can I turn my restaurant into a food trailer where rent's not as expensive and I don't have the overhead? I mean, that's usually what kills small businesses, is that high overhead.
Right.
And, you know, majority of small businesses, they work on such thin margins that that's what the business owner lives off of.
Well, I wanted to ask you a more personal question about why do you do this work, and how did you come to this kind of work?
Yeah, I got lucky, in all honesty. I graduated from college, and my parents were like, all right, got to go get a job. You know, 3 months, you are off our, we are not supporting you anymore. And at the time, I was working at the University of Texas, and one of the professors knew I was looking for a job, and he said, send me your resume. And I did, and next thing I knew, I was getting a job as a office assistant at a nonprofit called People Fund here in Austin, Texas. And that's where I fell in love with local small businesses. The heart of an entrepreneur is so admirable. I love listening to them and having conversations about why they do what they do, and being able to help somebody provide a better life for their families is what, you know, my grandparents and my parents did for us. And so I want to be able to pay it forward. And so it is helping them overcome their fears. Our staff, you know, we always say we are business coaches, we are business advisors, we're also social workers, and sometimes we are parents where we have to get mad at our clients. But being able to be there to support them is such a privilege that they are letting us in. Because when you're talking about money, it's a very intimate thing to talk about. And so we're grateful, and we don't take that privilege lightly. You know, our clients have generated over 150 million in revenue since I've been here. And then when you think about it, those are, you know, your janitors, your housekeepers, you know, the ones that are taking care of your kids at the childcare center. Those are businesses that we often overlook and take for granted, but they're making a huge impact in our community. And what I love is that when they talk to one of their employees, and one of their employees says, well, I want to do what you do, it's never, oh, you can't do this, you don't have what it takes. It's, let me help you.
Yeah.
Somebody helped me, so I'm going to help you.
Well, you may have answered my next question with what you just said, but I was wanting to ask you what things give you hope in this work.
You know, when you see somebody come in and they have a dream, you know, whether they are new to this country or have lived here their whole life, but they have always been told no. And they are able to show people, you're wrong, I have all of this potential. You know, we have a client that, you know, I love him. He's been with me for 10 years. And when he started, he was a Domino's pizza delivery guy. But he had, somebody said, you have a truck, can you come pick up this junk from my house? And he said, sure, you know, I'll do it. I'll charge you whatever. And then, well, my friend also needs some help. And so he was like, okay, I can do this. And little by little, he's been able to grow this business and is doing so well. I think he has like 6 employees. And that opportunity where he was like, well, maybe one day I'll do it. And finally, he decided to take the bull by the horns and is doing it. And, I have so many clients who have taken the opportunities that they have been given and the dreams that they have, and they've been able to fulfill them. I have a client that worked in a restaurant for 20 plus years. And the owner was ready to retire, and she sent him to us. We helped him with the help of the University of Texas Law Clinic. We helped him get his LLC and all of that paperwork. It was an owner financed loan. She helped him buy the food trailer that he currently works at. And he has surpassed the annual projections in his first year. And this is somebody that, like I said, if he had to go work, he would not have been making the money that he's making now. It would have been a huge pay cut for his family.
Right.
And so being able to help him with that opportunity, we don't do it. It's all him. We're just helping and providing the advice and coming here and when he was talking to, when he was first starting out, he was working 7 days a week and the stress was getting to him, and he came to our business coach and kind of let loose a little bit, had a little breakdown, and it was like, all right, let's go. And he's doing so well, and that's what gives me hope. That's what gives me hope when I look at our small businesses and see that the obstacles that they're able to overcome, and how they tell me, I didn't get to go to college, but because of what I'm able to do today, my kids can go to college. My kids can have the opportunities that I never had. It's amazing.